Kangaroos are some of the most iconic animals in the world, instantly recognizable by their strong back legs, long tails, and the way they bounce across the Australian outback. But there's something even more fascinating about kangaroos than their unique hop. It's the fact that kangaroo moms have built-in baby carriers, actual pouches in their bodies where their babies live, grow, and nurse. These pouches are not just simple pockets. They're one of nature's most incredible designs. In this video, we're going to explore how these pouches work, why they're so important, and how kangaroo moms raise their babies in one of the safest, strangest nurseries in the animal kingdom. To understand kangaroo pouches, we need to know a bit about what kind of animals kangaroos are. Kangaroos belong to a group of animals called marsupials. Marsupials are mammals, just like humans, dogs, and whales. But they have a very special way of raising their young. Instead of keeping their babies inside their bodies until they're fully developed, like humans do, marsupials give birth when the baby is still very tiny and not yet ready to survive on its own. That's where the pouch comes in. The pouch is like a second womb, an external nursery that helps the baby continue growing safely after birth. Kangaroos are some of the most famous marsupials, but they're not the only ones. Koalas, wallabies, wombats, and even opossums are all marsupials too. However, kangaroo pouches are some of the most well-developed and specialized. If you've ever seen a picture or video of a tiny kangaroo baby, called a joey, poking its head out of its mother's pouch, you know how snug and safe it looks in there. But what's really going on inside that pouch? When a mother kangaroo gives birth, the joey is unbelievably small. It's about the size of a jelly bean, only around 2 centimeters long, and weighs less than a paperclip. At this stage, the joey has no fur, can't see, and can barely move. But even at this tiny size, it knows exactly what to do. The baby wriggles its way up the mother's belly and into the pouch completely on its own. It uses its tiny front limbs to crawl, even though its back legs haven't developed yet. This incredible journey takes only a few minutes, but it's one of the most important trips of its life. Once inside the pouch, the joey latches onto one of the mother's teats. That's what we call the milk-producing part of a mammal. It stays attached for weeks, drinking milk and continuing to grow. The inside of the pouch is warm, soft, and lined with skin that keeps the joey safe from the outside world. There's just enough room for the joey to grow and move a little, but it's also tight enough to make the joey feel secure, like being hugged all the time. Over the next several months, the joey stays in the pouch almost constantly. It grows fur, opens its eyes, and gets stronger. At around 6 months old, the joey will start to poke its head out to look around. Eventually, it will leave the pouch for short periods, hopping beside its mother and exploring the world. But here's something amazing. It doesn't move out forever just yet. Joeys often go back into the pouch for a while, even after they've started hopping around. It's like a safe base where they can return when they're tired, hungry, or scared. By the time the joey is around 8 to 10 months old, it will spend more time outside the pouch than in it. But the pouch still plays a role even after that. Some kangaroo moms even have 2 joeys at the same time, one inside the pouch, still drinking milk, and one older joey outside who comes back for nursing. Remarkably, a mother kangaroo can produce 2 different kinds of milk at the same time. One formula for the tiny joey in the pouch, and another richer version for the older joey who's hopping around. The pouch itself is a fascinating structure. From the outside, it looks like a simple flap of skin, but on the inside, it's perfectly designed to protect the baby. The pouch has muscles that tighten to close the opening and keep the joey secure, especially when the mother is hopping. This is very important because kangaroos can hop at speeds of over 60 kilometers per hour. Imagine bouncing around at that speed. You'd definitely want a seatbelt if you were the baby. That's essentially what the pouch muscles do. They act like a seatbelt for the joey. One question kids often ask is, isn't the pouch dirty? After all, the joey lives in there for months, eating and growing. But kangaroo moms are excellent cleaners. They regularly clean the pouch using their long tongues, keeping it free of dirt and waste. The pouch also has antibacterial properties that help keep it clean and safe for the joey. Kangaroo moms are incredibly dedicated and protective. They don't just carry their babies, they teach them how to survive. Once the joey starts venturing out of the pouch, it watches its mother carefully, learning what to eat, how to groom, and how to react to dangers. Kangaroos live in groups called mobs, and the joey also learns how to interact with other kangaroos from watching its mom. This learning period is essential, and the pouch gives the joey a strong start by giving it time to grow in safety. There's also something remarkable about how kangaroo moms can pause their pregnancy. If a mother kangaroo already has a joey in her pouch and another tiny embryo waiting in her body, she can actually pause the development of the second baby until the first joey is ready to leave the pouch. This ability is called embryonic diapause. It's like pressing the pause button on pregnancy. When the pouch becomes available again, the embryo will start growing, and soon a new joey will make its way into the world. Now let's talk about how these built-in pouches help kangaroos survive in harsh environments. Australia's landscape is full of challenges: hot deserts, dry grasslands, and sudden changes in weather. By keeping their babies in a pouch, kangaroo mothers can move quickly to find food and escape predators without leaving their babies behind. The pouch is not just a baby carrier, it's a life-saving adaptation. If kangaroo moms had to leave their newborns in a nest or burrow, those babies would be very vulnerable. But thanks to the pouch, joeys go wherever their mothers go. Kangaroo species come in different sizes, and so do their pouches. The red kangaroo, which is the largest species, has a big, strong pouch for its joey. Smaller species, like the tree kangaroo, also have pouches but live in forests and climb instead of hopping. Even with these differences, the pouch remains the most important part of the marsupial's parenting toolkit. Some people imagine the pouch as a cozy little pocket with a blanket inside. While it's not exactly like that, it is very warm, soft, and full of the mother's scent, which comforts the joey. Scientists have even studied the pouch environment by using tiny cameras, discovering how the joey moves, drinks, and grows. It's like a private room where nature's magic happens in slow motion. As amazing as pouches are, they also remind us of how diverse life on Earth can be. Not all mammals raise their young in the same way. While humans carry babies in their arms or strollers, kangaroos carry theirs in a living pouch. It's a completely different approach, but it works beautifully in their world. That's what makes learning about animals so fascinating. Every creature has its own special way of surviving, growing, and caring for the next generation. The more we study kangaroos and their built-in pouches, the more we appreciate how carefully nature has designed them. From the tiniest jelly bean-sized joey to the full-grown kangaroo hopping across the plains, every stage of a kangaroo's life is shaped by that incredible pouch. It's a nursery, a protector, a feeding station, and even a mobile classroom, all wrapped up in one. So the next time you think of kangaroos, don't just picture them hopping across Australia's outback. Remember the tiny joey tucked safely inside its mother's pouch, growing stronger every day, preparing for the moment it will peek out into the big wide world. Kangaroo moms may not carry diaper bags or strollers, but they've got something even better: a built-in pouch created by nature that keeps their babies close, warm, and protected. And that's why kangaroo moms are some of the most extraordinary parents in the animal kingdom.